Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Welcome back, guys. My name's TetraNinja, and
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has
wait for these guys to shut up.
Car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. Catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, protege. Let's go save the world.
So this is the DLC called the Consul's Car, and if you're wondering if you never heard of it, that means you play on Xbox 360 because this is actually an exclusive PS3 DLC. So obviously I'm playing on PS3 so I can show it to you guys, but unfortunately if you're on Xbox 360 you can't play it yourself, but you can still watch me go through it to get your fix, right? And we'll let my partner drive as always.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary.
Margaret should show some pride. Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
I like how there's so many hints that Phelps is an adulterer.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle?
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
First off, before we get going, if I could actually hit start, the game's saving. Just give me a second here. I wanted to get into an outfit that looks less gangster. Let's see here. I like the Broderick. And just for you guys wondering, like I said, this is the last round of the DLC that I'm doing as of right now. But there is some more scheduled for June 21st, I think. And that is probably closer to the time that I'm actually going to be able to post the ending to the game. So probably I'm going to post the ending June 20th. Just because I can only assume that the DLC is going to extend the main storyline. Because all of the current DLC has just been back information. So that's just give you guys an update of when I'm going to be posting the ending, just to avoid copyright strikes. But let's give this car the once over. First thing we want to look at are the plates.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner.
Next is the missing tires.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
And this one took me actually a while to get because I couldn't get the right angle to press it. But you have to go to the side of the car next to the flag.
You must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Then go into the car and look for the registration.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
We got a diplomat's car here. There's nothing in the trunk, so just go straight to the wrench. manipulate it. Get a zoom in.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
There we go. Then we gotta use the game well to get information on that Dewey place.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thank you.
Alrighty, now we can
Better
view
see
our
what this
interview
Jacobs guy
with
has
the
to say.
old man.
Car was dumped in his backyard.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What
Look
exactly
at a smile on
happened
his
here?
face.
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Alright, witness report.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Well, that's very derogatory, Mr. Old Man. It's kind of unfortunate, but most people nowadays, well, the old ones, they're a little bit racist. I'm just gonna put it out there. And that's not to say they're to blame. It's just how they're raised, but especially back in the 40s. But true.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Hispanic suspects.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Anytime the screen travels back to Phelps, it's usually a doubt or a lie.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Possible suspect vehicle.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
True.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Vehicle strip parts.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Doubt.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Removing evidence from the scene, old timer. Open her up.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
And that is it. And once again, use the game well. Run faster, Phelps. Come on now. Going out all day here.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
All right.
We'll
before
follow
we
up on the owner.
Go back
Get a statement
to
from
the
Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the
Central. We're
station.
gonna go to the Dewey Brothers dealership.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Make sure your family does its part. Look for the bid.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Follow the big fat guy in the blueberry suit. Oh boy. Still, he wears the hat, so much respect to him.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh?
It's kind of mundane.
Maybe a used
puzzle,
car.
but
I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
that's what's
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do.
That one here. This one here. Oh, no, not there.
That's not
It's
right.
not there.
One left.
And surprise, surprise, the one missing is the one we found at the crime scene.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Then you can, to get that special sound, just examine the license plates.
No
but
good. We need diplomatic plates.
They're not here. Now we can go conduct our interview with Blueberry Man.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Association with Valdez.
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Lie.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
Your evidence is the notebook.
We found your contact details in Valdez's notebook. He had to be calling you for something, Dewey.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Whereabouts of Delgado?
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Doubt.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Wrench using auto theft.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
Doubt.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs, and they have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
The guy is as crooked as scoliosis. Alright, now we can go back to Central.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. Let's talk to the idea of talking in color. Look what we have now.
3D gaming.